Hey, what's up, everybody? Gene Fetty from the Auto Appearance Institute back at you with another episode of our All Access podcast. We are live on location in New Jersey at the Northeast Show. Really see that banner back there. And our buddy Stefan of You Brake I Fix is at the show. When I heard he was coming, I reached out and said, hey, can we do an episode? And while we were prepping, I was like, hey, is it You Brake I Fix? And he goes, yep. And he goes, and whatever you ask, I'll answer. So that's the name of the show is it's you ask, I answer with You Brake I Fix.
There we go.
Or something like that.
I like it.
Anyways, Stefan, thanks for agreeing to come on and do an episode. Me. Absolutely. You can also follow Stefan on the Smash Masters podcast. Episode 1 was maybe your best episode.
2.
Oh, was it 2?
Yeah, it was.
Well, your first guest.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, then episode 2 might be the best episode. I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to disagree.
I'm just kidding. It's actually a great show. You guys are live every Monday night at 8 Eastern?
8 Eastern, yep.
Perfect. And Smashmaster Videos is where you find that.
Smashmaster Videos, if you want the live video, we're mostly on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
But we're also on Instagram and TikTok. And then audio versions will be on anywhere you can find podcasts. Honestly.
Nice.
So.
Well, that's cool. So you guys are publishing the audio? So you're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all that good stuff?
All of them, yep.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
They're all available.
And your big social media is You Brake I Fix.
Yes.
Your 2 biggest channels are TikTok and Facebook?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the Facebook kind of just fell into place. The TikTok is where I put all my efforts into,
okay.
And it's really where I got started. I consider it my main platform.
Okay.
Even though now Facebook actually has me at a little bit higher following.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I actually got to meet Stefan with a Kiko training.
Yep.
How many years ago was that? Do you remember? Was it maybe like 3 years ago?
3 years ago now.
Okay.
Yep.
So 3 years ago, I walked into a shop in Connecticut and we started talking, and this guy, he's like, man, I got a TikTok channel, and he sets up his phone on his tripod, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Okay, I guess we're on. But obviously you were super engaged. You had a blast. You made a really great video of that training.
It was a lot of fun,
It was a cool video.
Yeah.
Who kicked the car?
I did.
You did. Okay.
Yeah. You videotaped me kicking the car, so yeah, it ended up being quite a good video because you get that right in the beginning of the video.
That
people
wow factor.
Watch the rest of the video.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah. So that was good. So, anyways, we connected a little bit there. Started following him on TikTok.
Yep.
I think that was pre 10,000 followers.
Yeah, I think I was like 6,000.
Yeah, you were. But in talking to you that day, you're like, man, I'm trying. If I can get to 10,000, that opens up whatever.
Yep, that was the goal.
But you were working hard at it.
I thought I'd be a millionaire.
It didn't work yet.
No, but
funny.
It does that. Everything changes at 10,000.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah.
If you're not following me on TikTok, you need to go. It's at Auto Appearance Institute because he has way more followers than I do. Anyways, so last week's episode, I talked about social media and how everybody's doing it wrong. I sort of talked to you a little bit about that beforehand. If you haven't listened, go back to episode 26 and listen to why you're doing it wrong. So I feel like I might have been dogging on social media a little too hard last episode, but go back and heed my warnings. I wanted to bring Stefan on to talk about some of the tactics that do work for social and some of the things that help get viewers, but more importantly, which is how you build your following, how to engage with followers. So what, I guess maybe let's even just rewind. How did you get started on social media? Like where, as an influencer, you've probably been on social a long time, but down that influencer route, what was your path to get started there?
Well, it wasn't my goal to hit this influencer status. It kind of fell into my lap. Once I hit maybe 3,000-4,000 subscribers, I was like, okay, maybe we got something here, and I put some effort into it. But it really started just out of I wanted to create videos to show off my talents.
Okay.
That's really all it was. I mean, I feel like, our auto repair fields can get a little bit, of a bad name sometimes. So to bring to light to the public that it really takes a smart person in order to do like collision repair well, or paintless dent repair or something.
Yes.
I mean, it takes more than just coming in and just doing your work and going home. You need to be passionate about it, and you need to have some ability. And I wanted to bring that back. And really, it was just for my friends and family. You know,
Right.
that's all I was doing it for. But then
Wow.
all of a sudden, the following came. I started getting messages from people telling me that they learned a lot from my videos, and that added. It's like, wow,
Isn't that cool? Like, so working for Kiko, I always enjoyed helping people, but like to actually teach, like to really make it a focus, like purposefully teach somebody something, Kiko sort of like, I don't want to say ignited a fire. It let me see that fire that was in me to teach. Man, there's nothing better than when somebody reaches back out or even live, right? They're like,
yeah,
I never knew that. Man, you taught me so much.
Yeah.
That is,
it's a great feeling.
It feeds the soul.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. And it was motivation to keep going.
Right.
You know, not only that, but feedback from the people in the start really designed my channel. You know, they said, oh, I really like how you voice over this one and told what you were doing. Oh, from now on, I'll do that.
Right,
you
easy
know?
to do.
And I did. And the videos, you know, took off. So I guess that's a big part of it, is listening to your audience.
Okay.
You know, taking suggestions, trying things out like that.
Right.
That helped me a lot.
So you got started just to show off your work, which, thinking back, that's how I started. Like, right? I was just trying to showcase what I was doing with PDR. Like, hey, check out this dent that I fixed.
Right.
That's super hard to do,
proud of
but I figured it out.
Right. You're proud of what you can do, and you want to show somebody. I mean, it's in. You could call somebody and say, "Hey, I fixed a really big dent today."
And
and
it's not the same. It's not the same.
They're gonna be, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So when I started doing media, video content, YouTube was really the only place to put it.
Mm-hmm.
This was back when you could even share YouTube videos on Facebook and they would play.
Yeah,
it wouldn't just be a link,
in
like
the window,
old
right,
school, yeah. And I was just trying to show off my work. Man, the YouTube comments, some haters on there, dude. Like, I guess my word of advice would be, if you share on YouTube, or really if you put yourself out anywhere, you're going to get some bad comments. So just roll it off. They're just being keyboard warriors.
No way to avoid it.
Yeah.
Absolutely no way to avoid it.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what you're doing, people will tell you you're not doing enough or you're doing too much. You know?
Right.
And you'll get. That's the other thing, though, is that 90% of the people will tell you, awesome,
Right.
great, but your mind doesn't process and hold on to that.
No.
It holds on to the guy who says, why did you take so long? I could have done that in half the time.
Right.
You know,
all
it's
the time.
like, or the guy who said, who's like, you know, either you're doing too much or too little. So why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? And it took too much, or geez, I wouldn't have fixed that. I would have just left it, you know,
Right.
things like that. And it's just, you can't please everybody.
Never.
So
Never.
if that's going to bug you, I wouldn't even try social media, honestly.
Yeah. You need to have a little bit of thick skin.
You do.
So you started to showcase off your repairs, and then you started to get some traction. Did you go right to TikTok first? Is that where you started?
Mm-hmm. The dancing app.
Right? Yeah, exactly. What was it before? That was like Musical.ly or something?
I don't know. I really
think
found it as TikTok.
as TikTok. Okay.
But it was introduced as a dancing app where people would stitch each other's videos and try and do the same dance as other people.
Huh.
So I didn't download it for years.
Yeah, well, right. Listen, I'm an old guy. I wasn't interested in Facebook.
Yep.
I'm a late adopter to all of that. I feel like I adopted TikTok earlier than old Gene would, but still I was not on there early.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking generally to a lot of technicians.
Okay.
And technicians, I don't know if you know this, can be really into tools and equipments and shiny things. To spin that, to get started on social, to start making videos and content that's engaging, do you have to go buy like this expensive camera rig and these crazy mics? And what does it take to get started? Or, you know what I mean? Like, what do you do?
I've still, to this day, only use my phone to do the whole thing, from shooting to editing to posting, everything on my phone.
It's all on your phone.
It's simpler because I have GoPros, I have cameras, I have a big, expensive Canon EOS 70D. I don't use it because then at the end of the day, I have to take the card out of it, load them to the computer, put them in an editing software. I'm not doing any of that.
Listen, I'm already super bummed that we're doing this on site with my GoPro. And now instead of StreamYard spitting me out my video that's already done and my audio file and my transcript, I have to do all of this for that.
Right.
So I feel your pain.
No, it revolutionized it. And our phones are a really good piece of equipment. I mean, there are really nice cameras built into them.
So, right, I've taught marketing and everything for years and been an influencer in the PDR space for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody gets hung up. And I'm like, guys, like, so I did professional photography back in the day. We obviously do a lot of video. We have professional cameras. We put out professional content.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the end of the day, it blows my mind that in our pocket, we have a 4K
Yep.
high-speed broadcast studio
Yep.
right here
It's a supercomputer.
with a great microphone.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
Right.
it's insane.
It really is, and you can add a microphone to your phone easily,
Right.
too. So
Right.
you
That's.
don't-
I mean, these DJI Mic 2s are great.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And so I do everything from the phone. So no, I would answer no. You don't need any fancy
A
equipment.
tripod is handy. Go buy a tripod.
Yeah, but what's that? You know,
You can get one for 20 bucks on Amazon.
You know, right?
Yeah.
And I did find a $20 one I liked, so it is
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. So
yeah.
one we've been using for quite a while is the Smatry. So it's a little small tripod foot
Okay.
with like a selfie stick.
Mm-hmm.
Great for repair videos because you can put it in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Then that stays out
It's
of the
just
way.
one stick
It's one
instead of this
stick
big
instead of
thing.
the
I agree. I have a similar one.
Yep. So if you're gonna do repair videos, something like that
A
is
tripod,
a good one.
You know,
Yeah.
and if you plan on talking, if you're in a repair videos, generally in a shop, if you work with other people, it's going to be noisy. So that a simple microphone setup would be a good idea, but it's not necessary. I found most of my stuff was better done with voiceovers.
Okay.
You do that all during editing.
Well, and especially in a shop like that's, and again, I've done
noisy.
tons of content in shops.
Mm-hmm.
Without fail,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, so in the next thing, you know,
Yeah,
like,
blowing up.
yeah,
yeah.
It's just
exactly.
so voiceover is a great way to do it.
Absolutely.
So no excuse not to get started if you have probably if you're listening to this podcast, you have a computer or likely a smartphone,
Yeah, at
and you
least
can
we're able to get to the podcast.
Yeah,
so
you
you know how
can
to use the phone.
you can start right. You can get started.
Right, absolutely.
As it started to go, and when we've touched on this a little bit, I hate when I do the conversation before the conversation
Yeah, I
because
agree.
I'm like, did we talk it before camera, off camera? But anyways, what's the best way to engage with your audience? What do you find drives the most engagement? And that can be, if you're doing live, that can be comments. If it's on just recorded and posted content, like most of it is, what are you doing to keep that social feel to your content?
So, I mean, with videos, I mean, the first thing is you have to make sure that they don't scroll past. So you got to capture them in the first couple seconds.
Stop the scroll.
With something that's going to be like, whoa, you know, whether that be, you know,
Kicking a car at a glue
kicking
pull training?
car- Right, exactly. Just something that's going to make them look further. And it could be a hook just as well as a question at the beginning of, you know, just read out loud on voiceover. Do you think we can get this dent out without repainting it? And people are like, no, you know, and then
Right,
they'll watch
all right,
the
I'll
rest
watch.
of it, you know? So that's really the best thing I can say about engaging. I mean, asking questions leads to comments. Honestly, posting something a little controversial leads to comments, you know?
Yes.
So, I mean, it's you're putting yourself out there for these hate comments we were talking about earlier.
Well, that's why I try to be my last week's episode title. You're doing it all. Why you're doing it all wrong?
Right.
Like social media doesn't work. Like I'm challenging the norm.
Right.
Yeah. Same idea.
Absolutely. And you
Yeah.
have to. And that's what drives people to come in and leave their 2 cents. And that engagement helps a lot with views and everything. But when it comes to live, as we were talking about, I found that my ability to talk to myself really came through on a live very good.
Right.
So if I'm working on a car all by myself, I might say, oh, I need this, oh, I need that, I need to fix that, I need to push it in that high, you know? So being live, I just treat it the same way. And I kind of just push that to the max and said, oh, I'm going to tap down this high because it's trapping the metal here. And no one's asking me the questions, but I'm answering the questions in my head
So
anyway.
it's actually a very unusual trait.
Yeah, it's being weird.
So Chris, well, it's not even just weird. It's a skill. So
Sure.
Chris White with Kiko, we spent a lot of time together, traveled a lot together, taught a lot together, and would So I always, when I'm working on, whether it's a podcast or teaching, like I'm always trying to hone my craft. I'm always trying to get better at whatever I'm doing. If I want to push a dent, I want to push a dent better. If I'm pulling, I want to pull it better. If I'm talking, I want to talk better. So I was always open for critique and like, where am I shining? What am I doing right? And it's always been natural to me. But he's like, man, you just have this uncanny ability to explain exactly what you're doing while you're doing it.
That I have to agree, by the way. You are very good at that.
So that, again, back to our off-camera conversation, maybe that's my superpower is being able to explain. So you're telling yourself what to do. You're like, I have to do this, so let me go do this. And you have that dialogue going. For me, maybe it's like just explaining exactly what I'm doing and all the nuances that are going on in front of me.
Yeah.
And that's interesting.
Not only that, but you got to be real. You can't be a sales pitch.
See, I agree 1,000%. And I would attribute a large part of my success to just being me. Like, if you see me at a Kiko training, it's the same guy you see at a trade show.
Right.
That's the same guy that's on a podcast. Like I am, I try to be genuine all the time because then there's no surprise. I don't have to have a character turned on. That's a spectacular piece of advice.
It is. And if that means making mistakes on camera or, saying the wrong word or something, just embrace it. That's what people want to see real.
Yes.
And
you're from the time I met you at the body shop to any time I've seen you at a trade show or had a conversation on the phone, you're the same way. You're the same guy that's on your channel.
I'm glad to hear that because I doubt that in myself sometimes, and I make sure of.
I do too, but no, you have been every interaction I've had with you, you've been the exact same guy.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's good. That's good advice, and it's also cool to hear that you're conscious of that and understand that means something.
Oh, 100%. It was actually then that was early feedback I got in my channel. So I got from actually a company. So when I was first trying to get these companies to see my content, say, I'm using your tools in my content, check it out.
Right.
And I had a company get back to me and say, we love your content, you're honest, you're real, and you don't see that. And we want to see more.
Right.
So, and that was awesome feedback. I mean, I remember it still. This is 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my best advice.
Well, and that's the kind of stuff that, so this weekend, Stefan is here at the Cam Auto booth. That's exactly the stuff that gets you in the booth with these great companies at shows. Like, it opens up cool opportunities for you. That's how I ended up at Kiko. That's why I'm in the Perfect Pull booth. Like, it's because we're genuine.
Last year, Kiko brought me out for their 5-day training. Yeah. And more than I can mention, I've just had the support of the companies that I respected because I worked with them through the videos, and tagged them and got their information. But it led to some cool opportunities.
Nice.
Being here.
Right? Yeah, right, exactly.
Being on this podcast.
Exactly.
I mean, it wouldn't
We're
have
kind of a big
otherwise.
deal around here, at least on this channel.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So that's good advice. What are other ways so I haven't done any of these videos, but I always enjoy them. When you are making videos, when you're making content in response to comments.
I know where this is going.
So I'm a genuine guy. You are what you see. If you really get to know me, certainly if we go out and have a bourbon or two, there's a cynical side to me. I bite my tongue a lot, which is what intrigues me about some of these comment videos. So what's your strategy and tactic there and I'm sure if you were following anybody on social media, but certainly if you're following Stefan, you see the hater comments. Yeah. So give me some tactics, some strategy. Does it just feel good?
I mean, yeah, that's where it really comes from. I mean, these people are leaving hate, and sometimes, a lot of times the hate is just, you can tell that the person is uneducated and it really doesn't matter, and responding to them won't do anything.
Sure.
So those you ignore. Sometimes you come on and some people will have some knowledge, and you can tell by their comment that
Sure.
they've got some knowledge, and they come in and they say something kind of hurtful, or that they say that you're wrong. Maybe it's not hurtful, but they just say that you're doing something wrong.
Right.
If I could formulate a way to respond to them that did not cut them down,
Yep.
but proved myself right, prove yourself right without proving other people wrong.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed.
I mean, you kind of are proving them wrong, but you're not being like, you're wrong because.
So
You're saying I'm right because.
if you haven't read it yet, and audience, if you haven't read it yet, one of the best books I've ever read that is actually I just reread it. It might be like the 8th time I've read this book. Well, when I say read, I mean listen, but read the book. It is like a handbook to dealing with people. It's How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I'm from Pittsburgh, so if you've heard of Carnegie Hall, it's not actually Carnegie Hall. It's Carnegie Hall.
I've heard that.
Because Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate from Pittsburgh, that was his last name, and that's part of his legacy is Carnegie Hall.
Like
but the New Yorkers, which is, I think, like right over there, had to get all hoity-toity and call it Carnegie. It's Carnegie. But anyways, so Andrew Carnegie is the steel magnate. Dale Carnegie is the author of that book. Now, I don't particularly care for the title.
Okay.
Because it sounds like you're going to manipulate people. And it is not manipulation, but it is psychology. I'm telling you, it's a playbook on human psychology. You need to read it.
Okay.
And what you just said there, like how to prove yourself right without talking somebody else down, that's like a playbook right out of that kind of book.
Yep.
I can't recommend it enough. So your strategy is to come back. So only the ones that you can actually educate, right? Because they're like, you're an idiot.
You're
like,
right. Yeah,
doesn't matter.
None of those kinds of comments.
But the ones that you can actually engage with, your goal is to, I like that, man. So
yeah,
say that again.
It did make me feel better. It's about not cutting them down.
Yep.
And it's about proving yourself right without proving them wrong.
Man, that's good. That's words of wisdom right there.
I'm going to give a little bit of shout out to Discover Leadership Training because that's where I.
Okay. That's strong. And I bet they got it out of like the Dale Carnegie books.
Yeah, no, they borrowed things from a lot of people, but I don't care. It's fine.
No, that's
They helped
good.
me.
I've only heard good things about that. I talked to them.
Yeah, they're great.
I appreciate the sponsorship. I haven't
great.
gone, but
Yeah.
I've only heard great things about them.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, that's awesome. What has been your favorite video like that? Do you have one that sticks out like, man, like maybe you actually changed somebody's mind and they reached out and were like, man, dude, you were right. I'm an idiot.
I hate to say it, that's happened a lot.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, it is good. I just, I don't want to gloat or anything, but it has happened a lot. And I always give people credit because a lot of people just disappear.
Sure.
I mean, I could put mine on and then they don't comment anything. Honestly, that's a win.
right.
They just disappear. It's like, I won.
But the people who come back and admit that they were wrong,
I give them credit. I say, listen, 100% credit to you for owning up to it, and having an open mind in this conversation.
That's awesome.
And just the same credit. I do it to people all the time. Some people come onto my videos and they'll comment something, you should have done this. And, if they word it in a way where it's not like what I just said, it's like, well, actually, I like to do it this way. I'll go in, I'm going to try that next time, and maybe it's no good. But,
But it's another way. And there's always, so I'm taught a lot. I still, almost every time I go teach, learn something from somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so many times I learn something from my students. I will, and I don't care if it's a brand new guy who just started or like the guy who's been there for 45 years. They all have something they can teach me. And I leave almost every single class learning something new. Like awesome. It's almost a goal of mine now to like, what am I going to learn today? Yeah.
I like that. No, you have to be open-minded. You have to be able to learn. I mean, that's how I learned everything I know at this point.
Right.
So I learned from most of the time, especially in auto body, I learned from people I wanted nothing to do with.
Right.
You know, so
right.
like I have to be friendly with these people and get them to teach me their secrets, you know, and I don't even like these people.
Right.
You know? So it's you never know who you can learn from. You have to keep that open.
I always keep an open mind. I say the day I quit learning is I'm hanging it up and I'm done.
I mean,
I don't see when that's happening, like, but the day that I think that I have nothing to learn or I have no more desire to learn,
right,
I'm out.
Right.
Like that's the end of the game.
Yeah.
What's along the favorites? What's been your favorite piece of content that you've put out? Like, do you have a favorite? Do you have one that's like, man, or is there one that like made the biggest difference in your journey?
I can't think of anything in particular. What I would attribute my favorite thing to is my podcast.
Okay. The Smash Masters podcast?
The Smash Masters podcast I'm doing with Nick Priest.
Yeah.
I'm really having a lot of fun with that.
Because you're getting some great guests on there too.
It's that hasn't really been hard. Everybody we ask is,
dude, it's a great show. I mean, you guys are great guys. Like, you're putting out good content. Like, why would you not be on the show?
Being on the show, it's hard to see that though. So from my end, you know, we're just talking, you know,
just like this. This is just a conversation. Like, you guys just happen to be sitting here listening to us talk.
Right, exactly, and that's what it is. So, from my end, it's like, why are all these people showing up every week and watching? You know, like I don't get it. But I mean, then I started listening to podcasts like yours, like some others, and I got to realize why. But it's been fun just talking to people.
I love conversation.
Know people better.
I love people. I hate people sometimes too, but generally I love people, and I love getting to know people.
I can relate.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yeah.
One thing I also point out is that the podcast. The podcast has maybe 500 total followers amongst all those platforms.
Sure. Yep.
Which we're very proud of. And I've got 80 to 100,000 myself.
Right.
When we walked through MTE, it wasn't there's use brake I fix. It was there's the Smash Masters.
Yep. Isn't that cool? So, I had so many people. Now, I again been an influencer in the PDR space for a long time, so like a lot of people know me. Mm-hmm. Like, hey dude, how you doing? I'm like, hey dude,
hi, you?
Here. Yeah, hey bud.
We experienced some of that at MTE this year.
Yeah, right. It's just part of being a celebrity, Stefan. I'm just kidding. It was cool this year to meet new people that found me through this podcast. They were like, dude, I love their show. And I'm like, you like my show? You know what I mean? Like, are you sure? There's only like, I think we were right about episode 20 then. But like,
I get it.
Yeah, dude, I enjoy podcasting. I'm really stoked for these live streams. So guys, I think I teased it on the last show that I was going to try my first live stream. I did. It turned into a 2-part. But on our YouTube at Auto Appearance Institute, we've got actually over 3 hours of streamed repair on that Ram bedside. Really enjoyed that. Like that's definitely going to be a new thing. Like I actually built a streaming table to do it so we can roll it out and set up the cameras, and I'll have to do a behind the scenes look.
You should.
Cause like different camera angles and monitors so we can put up the comments. So I feel the podcast love.
And definitely mic up your helper, whether it be Mac.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, definitely mic them up.
Sadly, Dylan's leaving us.
I did hear that. So yeah.
But just yesterday, Sam, our new guy, accepted our offer. We'll start in a couple of weeks.
Awesome.
So we will have a new Dylan, and hopefully we can get him to engage.
Cool.
As well, but. On the second live stream, we did get, Mac was like, Dad, you got a mic? I want to talk to these guys. So he came around, and he's really good on camera, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was engaging with you, even. Yeah.
No, he's been doing really well. That actually really impresses me because he seems to be really at ease.
Super on ease.
Yeah, that's...
So we used to do Dents for Kids. This is all pre-COVID, so... Post-COVID, we've just gone to other Dents for Kids, like still love the charity side of things. But Mac was probably like 12 or 13, somewhere around, before like the hormones kicked in and he turned into like the little jag-off teenager. Like before that, so we went shopping. So the way Dents for Kids works is like, we used to be like donate money and get a dent fixed. Like donate $50 worth of toys, new unwrapped toys, get a door ding fixed. Like, and you would bring a bunch of dent guys in and everybody would do it. So what we found was the dent guys were actually bringing more gifts than the customers. So we said, we're not doing any more free dents. And we turned it into like just a fundraising party. And like Anson would send up tool trucks, PDR Finesses brought stuff up, like just a cool time. So in that, we were going shopping. So we took some of the donation like some people were just like, hey, here's $100, here's $100. So I'm like, dude, we're going to go to Target and go shop. Facebook Live is now a thing back then.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? It's for the kids. I'm like, we're going to go live and see what this is, see if we can do anything. So we go live, and I've been comfortable on camera for a long time, and we'll talk about how to do that in a minute. But I go live, and people are and they're like, hey, what's your PayPal? I'll send you money. So we do it. And I'm like, hey, bud, here, you want to do the camera? Dude, he jumped on like a streamer on Twitch that's been doing it forever. Like, he just has a natural, I'm telling you, he was 12 or 13 years old.
That's awesome.
And he's like, now, come on, guys. You don't want my dad to not be able to get that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, where did this kid come from?
That's awesome.
So it's really cool now. And then he went through the teenage years where he wouldn't do it.
Can I ask, when he was a kid, was he the one that went up to random people and said hi?
He's always been outgoing, connecting, like he's just wired to like connect with people.
That's great.
That's just
so jealous of people like that.
Me, dude. I'm an introvert.
Yeah, me too.
By design. Like I want to hide in the corner by myself and fix dents. When I come out and do extroverted stuff and I hop up on a stage here at SEMA or something like that and I'm talking, that's a different dude. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I'm drained at the end of the day. He is he's good to go. Dude, check out this F-150. I'm not going to turn the camera on, but that sounds pretty mean. We're not going to race that. That's kind of sick.
Nice big cowl hood on it.
Yeah, cowl hood, lowered. Yeah, that's nice.
Somebody loves that thing.
Yeah, sorry I got distracted. My bad. Anyways, he's been a natural for a long time. We will definitely mic him up and go there.
Good.
So, with that, we talked about this. You're really comfortable on camera.
Yes.
You're really good on camera.
Thank you.
Feel like I'm okay on camera?
You are.
How did you get there? Are you a natural like Mac?
Nope.
Did somebody hand you a camera and you were like, hey, world, it's Stefan?
Nope.
How'd you do it?
I just did it.
You just did it.
That's it. I mean, I might have started my first videos. I wasn't talking on camera. You know, I was really just putting music to the background with some
just working
hyperlapse stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was, I just did it. And the more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it. In the beginning, I was shooting videos and throwing out this take, throwing out that take, throwing out that take, you know?
Yes.
Now I shoot a video, I don't care, just post it.
Just
I don't
send
even watch it.
Good enough.
Just
it's
post
good
it.
enough.
So yeah, it's just about getting used to it. And the other part is not only just being on camera, it's hearing your own voice. People hate
that. Used to bother me.
And it doesn't bother me at all now.
None.
Not at all. And it used to bother me a lot. So
Yeah.
you can get over these things. It is possible.
You just do it. You just put the reps in, like, and you just get better. So that's my exact same advice. Is like pick up the camera and film and do it.
Right. Honestly, it doesn't matter what people think anyway.
Matter, just put it out.
Who cares?
And listen, your first videos, guess what? Nobody's gonna watch them anyways. You know what I mean?
Right. Nobody's gonna
watch them.
Yep.
So my first videos when I started, like, camera phones sucked. So I had a little Canon Vixia camcorder. The only reason I bought that one is it had a mic input, right?
Okay.
So I could have a mic. But dude, I would literally, it was like this. I'd have my camera set up on the tripod, and I had a whiteboard right behind the camera with like my talking points. So I'm like, hey, hi, hey, hello, shit. And then I'm like, and then I'm you know, so if you go back and watch, my eyes are up and down to the whiteboard.
Yep.
But you just put the reps in. If you guys want to see how uncomfortable I used to be, go to at Dent Repair Now. That's the Dent company. Go to our YouTube and go way back, like filter by older videos, and they're not good. And I wasn't good on camera, but I just put the reps in.
Yeah.
If you can find it, our buddy Jack with Sioux Falls Dent Repair, if you can go back on his YouTube and see how awkward he was and how fast he got good, it was the same thing. His first videos were, it will be like, dude, they were horrible.
We're all there. We're all there at
just
some point.
do it.
Right. Yeah.
Just set the camera up and do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also like your advice, like just set it up and let it record you working.
Seriously.
And then put music over it or do a voiceover after
Yeah.
the fact. That's all easy to do on your phone.
Not only that, you can voice over just by typing captions in now, and the voice to or text to voice will read it for you. You don't even have to use your voice if you don't want to. Even better, if you pay for. I mean, my editing app costs like $20 a year. It's not expensive.
What do you use?
Filmora.
Okay, Filmora.
It has AI built into it now. I read a paragraph to the app, and now I can read captions out in my own voice.
Oh, wow.
I hit a button, it reuses my voice to read them out.
Danny Hacker at Hacker in the Shop, if you want to follow him. I saw him do one of those, and I was like, dude, how, like...
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
That's
I mean,
insane.
you can even have your avatar there as your body talking. I don't have that. That's creepy.
Yeah, right. AI stuff.
But I do use the AI voice over captions sometimes. It's useful.
Yeah.
And that could be a good way to get started if you're uncomfortable.
Nice.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's really cool. I guess any other parting advice, or what would you ask you if you were interviewing you about building your social following?
I would ask me how much work it took.
I bet a lot. Stefan, how much work did it take to build your following?
A lot. It's so much work. I mean, it was like another full-time position. So pretty much every day I go home and edit videos and post.
That's why I got a Dylan.
Yeah. Yeah. You're good at delegating. You're very good at that. But it was, that's what I tell everybody. Everybody tells me, oh, I want to get, you got free boots, you got free tools, and I want to get all that stuff. I can make videos. I say, do you want to post a video every day?
Right.
Make and shoot every day? And they go, no. I'm like, don't even try.
Right.
Don't even try.
I still catch grief all the time. Oh, you probably got that for free. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But I worked my ass off.
The amount of time you put, if you calculate
I worked my ass off.
The dollar amount in tools does not make it worth it.
No.
You have to be passionate about making these videos and being out there.
Yep.
So it's just that's doing the hard work is what gets the rewards.
Exactly.
So it's
It's that overnight success that nobody sees all the work.
I mean,
leading up to the overnight success.
People complain about people making millions on YouTube. It's like, you don't know how much time that person put into that.
Right.
So I mean, some people get lucky.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong.
Always.
But most of them put a lot of work into that. So they deserve the money, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
That's my final.
I'll never fault anybody for success. Yeah. Yeah. But if you're going to do it, put the work in, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Just like anything.
Very cool. So if you're one of the like 4 people not following Stefan, you break, I fix. And then check out the Smash Masters podcast. It's a great show. I know I haven't caught all of them, but I've caught most of them.
Appreciate it.
That's and now that I know you're on, I didn't realize you were on the podcast channels.
Yeah.
You should promote that more.
Okay, I will.
Because I didn't, because so many people that do the live shows don't, or they're not good at.
I have it out there, but not enough apparently.
Yeah, so put it out there because I will grab your show and listen and.
Awesome.
And I love that you're in that crossover space too, in between PDR and auto body.
No one else is doing
which is where we sort of live. Is like I'm heavier on the PDR side, but like we're sort of playing in both sides. But it's interesting. And really, Glupal Repair is the bridge that has built that. Because forever we were 2 industries that walked next to each other, but there was hardly any crossover. Now there's all kinds of crossover. It's really exciting to be in that space. So anyways, go follow Stefan. Dude, you had some great advice. This was a good interview.
Thank you.
Maybe even better than I hoped it would be.
Awesome.
So that was cool. So guys, you can follow us at Auto Appearance Institute across all the channels. If you are listening to this, we are live on Monday. We are 1 week away from our level up training at my shop in Pittsburgh with Jean. As of this recording, and I didn't check my email before this, we only have 2 seats left. It is going to be an incredible 5 days of training. You will leave a better technician. autoappearanceinstitute.com/level up. And if finances are tight, coming out of winter, been there, done that. We even had added an Afterpay and Klarna option. So I think you can break that up into like 4 interest-free payments. So that can get you trained and into the busy season before you have to pay it all the way back. So it's just a thought. I've had to do stuff like that in the past myself. So we wanted to throw it out there. And drop us some comments. Follow me on TikTok. Follow the AAI on TikTok. And keep an eye out for those live streams. That's going to be exciting. I'm hoping to maybe snag another one this week. I won't probably have one during the training because we're going to have our hands full. So anyways, until next time, thanks so much for watching.
Yep. See you next time.
All right. See you guys.